A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant and controversial move, President Donald Trump is set to fulfill a long-standing campaign promise by signing an executive order aimed at shutting down the U.S. Department of Education. This announcement, expected to be made during a high-profile event at the White House, has already ignited a firestorm of debate regarding the future of education policy in America. The executive order, which will be directed to Education Secretary Linda McMahon, outlines the steps necessary to return control of education to individual states, while ensuring that federal funding for critical programs such as student loans, special education, and assistance for low-income schools continues during the transition. Trump's critics, however, are expressing deep concern about the potential chaos that could arise from dissolving the department, particularly for students who rely on federal support. The Department of Education, established in 1979, has been a target for conservatives who argue that federal oversight stifles educational innovation and burdens schools with excessive regulations. Trump's administration has already begun to drastically reduce the department's workforce, laying off over 1,300 employees in a bid to shrink the federal government. Since the start of Trump's second term, the department's workforce has plummeted from over 4,000 to approximately 2,100. Critics warned that without a central agency to oversee school funding and civil rights protections, there could be significant inconsistencies across states that could harm students. The executive order also explicitly bans the use of any remaining department funds for diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives or gender ideology, which Trump and his allies have long criticized as distractions from traditional education priorities. This latest move is part of a broader pattern of consolidating executive power, as Trump has previously attempted to shut down other federal agencies, such as the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, and reduce the operations of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. While Trump argues that states should have full control over education policy, many are questioning whether this approach will truly benefit students. The executive order is expected to face immediate legal challenges, as critics argue that dismantling the department would require an act of Congress. Legal experts point out that the president cannot simply undo the acts of Congress that created and defined the department's responsibilities. A coalition of 21 Democratic attorneys general has already filed a lawsuit arguing that Trump's directive is unlawful and violates the separation of powers. They contend that the president cannot unilaterally eliminate an agency that plays a critical role in ensuring funding and civil rights protections for students. The Department of Education, while one of the smallest cabinet-level departments, plays a crucial role in distributing funds to schools with high rates of poverty and ensuring that children with disabilities receive the support they need. The department also manages the Public Student Loan Program, which offers more consumer protections and lower interest rates than private loans. As the executive order is set to be signed, the implications for students, families, and educators across the nation remain uncertain. National Education Association President Becky Pringle has voiced her concerns, stating that Trump's efforts could have disastrous consequences for students nationwide. The potential fallout from this decision will likely be felt for years to come, as the nation grapples with the implications of shifting educational authority back to the states. As the announcement draws near, all eyes will be on the White House to see how this bold move unfolds and what it means for the future of education in America. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.